to apologize.
He's virtually held Kate and me prisoner. His clothes are shabby, breath smells, teeth are rotten.
Ow! I should you go!
Can't get out of the house.
Now on Goldie, time is running out fast.
Femoral artery. He's declined as a butcher.
Well, let's get him to bed as quick as we can.
What's the matter with you, Jackie? You've been on edge all day.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. The HIV test, I get the results tomorrow. I feel like I'm on hot coals.
We need to get a desperate unit. We need to get blood into him.
We have got a fire. We're evacuating the building.
Oh, God, that's all we need.
There's a shortcut through the ambulance bay.
It's all right, trust me.
It's jammed.
It can't be.
You can only hope someone else uses this corridor.
And in the meantime, because if we don't get him out of here soon, he's going to bleed to death.
Look at this mess. I'm glad I'm not the one doing the cleaning up.
I don't believe this. Surely someone must be missing us.
With all that's going on out there, I hardly think so.
I knew I should have stayed in bed today.
You and me both, mate.
Surely there must be a phone. Can you go back there and have a look?
Yep.
Christ.
Boring day.
Doc, you can be straight with me. What are my chances? Not good, huh?
Well, if I can keep the pressure up and if they get here soon...
Yeah, in other words, I might not make it. Oh, Christ. I haven't changed my will.
Well, it shouldn't come to that.
Yeah, but my wife, she could get the lot. Oh, no way. She's not going to get one red cent. Look, could you write it down for me? My will? Hey, please. Just make sure Rosie gets to the house. It's the least I can do for putting up with me.
All right, but I promise you it's really not necessary.
That's it. Breathe in and out, nice and slowly. Panicking's not going to get us anywhere, is it?
Miss Burton, I'll be right back. Steve and Dr. Fleming have gone missing.
What do you mean missing?
Well, they were trying to get through to the ambulance bay when the alarms went off. They've got a patient with them, a severed femoral artery. There's no sign of them.
Well, which way did they go?
The usual way, I think.
Well, they couldn't have. They must have taken a shortcut.
The plant room.
That door's given us trouble before. Is everything else under control?
They've taken Mr. Lindsay into Central and the other patients are fine.
Jackie, you stay here with Mrs. Riley. I'll go see if they're there. Oh, great. Come with me.
It's really hot in here, eh?
Take it easy. You'll be all right, mate.
I'm terrible in lifts as well.
Where were we?
The kids.
The kids can have the house after Rosie dies. Annie can have my mum's things. And Mark can have my fishing gear and my sports watch. That's it. That's everything I've got. Not much for a life, is it? Oh, yeah. My ex-wife. She can have my bats. With any luck, she'll drown. Oh, God, I feel floaty. You know what I mean?
The drip's nearly run through. Even if he makes it, I don't think we'll be able to save the league.
Well, what if we relax the pressure a bit?
I can't afford to, not without any fluid going in.
Tell Charlie down the shop that it's hurt.
Oh, thank God. Oh, the door was jammed.
Forget it. The fire brigade have cleared us. Let's get him back to theatre.
So he's resting comfortably and there's a pretty good chance the leg will be saved.
Yeah, so what do you want? Congratulating?
No,
What the hell did you think you were playing at? Taking a patient through the gas plant during a fire alarm.
Well, I didn't think
You're
that...
damn right you didn't think. The whole thing was a complete farce. It would be laughable if it wasn't so serious. How long have you been fire officer?
About a year.
And when was the last fire drill?
Look, they're impossible to organise. Everyone's either too busy or they treat them like a joke.
How long?
About a year.
Oh, my God. According to the brigade, the whole place was in chaos. Fire exits blocked by chairs, extinguishers missing or inappropriate. Nobody knew what to do when the fire alarm sounded. And to top it all off, the fire officer trapped in the gas plant. If you are so uninterested, why in God's name did you volunteer for the position in the first place?
I didn't. Miss Burton volunteered me.
Don't try and duck the blame. I am not interested in excuses. I never want a repeat performance of today. And if you can't do something as simple as organising a few fire drills and checking a few bits of equipment, then find somebody who can. Now go on, get out of here.
Easier said than done.
What was that?
So if I find someone who wants the job, I can give it to them.
Yes, if it's so obviously beyond you.
Did they find out what caused the fire alarm to go off?
I'm getting a full report from the fire department in the morning. Let me know who your replacement is.
This was a great idea. I couldn't have faced cooking.
Yeah, Nate, we always had fish and chips on Fridays back home.
We had a fire at the clinic today.
Real, did the fire brigade come?
They certainly did. Not only that, your mum was trapped in a room full of gas bottles with a patient who was bleeding to death. She saved his life.
True.
Oh, the fire wasn't that serious.
No one got burnt to death or nothing.
Or anything. No, we were very lucky.
Andrew, don't wipe your hands all over your sweatshirt.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, it's my day off, thank God. I feel like I could sleep for a week.
But we're going to go somewhere, you promised.
Oh, did I? I just feel like pottering around the house.
Oh, that's not fair. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, you could try concentrating and getting your food in your mouth and not on the floor.
She didn't want us to do anything.
I know what we can do tomorrow. We can clean up the whole house.
No, I'm sorry. That's what I was planning to do, and I don't need you two around to get in my way.
Oh, Carrie, there's...
I want to. I find cleaning very relaxing.
Perhaps we could go to the zoo or something.
Do we have to?
No, it was just a suggestion.
What would you like to do, Andrew?
Well, there's a skating place. Heaps bigger than the one at home. I mean, at Grandma's. Can you skate?
Not really. Oh, I could have a go. Why don't we go first thing in the morning?
Cool, thanks.
Hello, darling.
Hi. Smells good. Hey, I had a word with Michael, and they're still looking for an anaesthetist.
I'll ring him.
Actually, I said you'd come in with me in the morning. He's keen to talk to you.
You think of everything.
I'll try.
Dinner's ready.
I'll get cleaned up.
Oh, could you round up Nick on your way through? So, how are the plans coming along? For the wedding? Oh, haven't even thought about it. Really? I got the impression Honey was anxious to tie the knot.
He might be, but I'm not. I told him my dad insisted on a long engagement.
Did he?
No, of course not. He couldn't care less. But Honey doesn't know that.
Well, I suppose you're right not to dive into it. When I married Barry, I was so naive. I thought being in love was enough.
My dad says that true love's wasted on marriage. It's probably right. I always thought that being tied down to one man was a kind of slow death. Who wants to bother with their hair and clever conversation after 12 hours in theatre?
Are you sure that's the way Honey sees it?
Oh, you'll come round.
It's important to start out on the right foot, with honesty to avoid complications later on.
I'm sorry your marriage didn't work out, Jenny. By the way, how do you find working with Michael McKenna? Nice to you, is he?
Fine. He has very high standards, but he's good to work for.
So glad to hear it.
Yes, but before you do, have you tried evening primrose oil? I used to get these terrible...
Yes, we are open 24 hours a day. Okay, thanks, bye.
Kirsty, this clinic spends an enormous sum of money on state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment and highly qualified doctors. Are we wasting our time? Should we just employ you to hand out crank advice willy-nilly over the telephone?
No, Miss Burton.
I'm glad we agree.
Carrie, I've just had a preliminary report from the fire department. They're almost certain that the alarms were triggered by a small fire in the stationery room upstairs. A cigarette butt in the waste paper bin.
Then it could have been more serious.
Well, we're just lucky the bin wasn't near anything really flammable. you think a patient could have wandered in there for a cigarette?
Oh, virtually impossible, I'd say.
Which means it must have been one of the staff. So who are the smokers?
Well, none of the medical staff. I can't speak for the cleaners.
Kirsty?
I don't know. Nobody smokes at work. They're not allowed to.
I'll leave it with you, Kerry, but I want the culprit found and I want them dealt with pronto.
Killjoy?
Andrew, leave me alone. I haven't done this for years. Not since I was a teenager.
I'll show you.
It's just a question of balance. Andrew, I'm not ready.
Into the middle. Only total nerds hang out around the side.
Jackie.
Oh, it's just you.
I didn't know you smoked.
Well, I don't usually. We're not all that often. Maybe a couple after work and at parties, you know.
Well, it's the middle of the day and you're standing behind a bush.
Yeah, it's a bit like being back at school, eh? I've been smoking a lot lately. It's just waiting around for the results of my test.
When do you find out?
Today. I'm on my way over there now. It's funny, eh? The odd ciggy doesn't seem to matter that much once you're worried about being HIV positive. I didn't want anyone to know. I don't think I could handle a lecture at the moment.
Well, at least you're outside. Don't let robo-knees get you.
I'm not actually doing anything wrong.
No, it's just that fire alarm yesterday. They reckon it was started by some idiot dropping a butt in a waste paper bin.
Whereabouts?
In the stationery room. You should have heard McKenna going on about it. Whoever it was is going to be in the poo. So don't let Burton catch you. She may jump to conclusions.
With BT Mobile, you can get online here, here, here and here, and all over the UK with 4G and Wi-Fi hotspots in more places than any other mobile provider. Better still, if you have BT broadband at home, it starts from just £5 a month with 500 megabytes of data. Or you could get 2 gigabytes of data for just £10 a month. Or even a huge 15 gigabytes of data for £20 a month. Anyone can get the great deal with BT Mobile. With 3 SIM-only plans to choose from, you're bound to find the one that's right for you. Call 0800 234 6543 or visit bt.com/SIM-only.
Let's do this. Buxton, naturally pumped up.
Tim suffers from heartburn, his twin Tom from indigestion. So they use Gaviscon Double Action. It gets to work instantly to not only neutralise the acid, but also form a protective barrier to stop it from rising, giving you long-lasting relief from heartburn and indigestion. Gaviscon Double Action.
What about car insurance? Imagine this fantastic website where you can check out a shed load of companies.
Be fantastic, would that?
None of those annoying pop-up adverts.
Nothing fantastic about them, Boris.
The exact right quote in minutes.
Fantastic is the word, Boris.
So compare. Insure your wheels, fantastic deals at you know where. You'll soon discover your ideal cover. Nothing quite compares to go compare.
Fantastic!
Cats, another tip. With gourmet soup, we too can enjoy natural ingredients in a delicate broth. Gourmet soup, you must try some.
Bring home the big screen with a Now TV Sky Cinema Month Pass. Start your free 14-day trial at nowtv.com and launch into over 1,000 movies on demand. Discover a new premiere every day, as well as those favourites you can't wait to see again, all without a contract. And with up to 30 new movies added each month, there's something for everyone. To start your free 14-day trial of over 1,000 movies with no contract, go to nowtv.com today.
If you take a second look, you'll find lots of places to use Dettol. Because there are more ways than ever to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. Discover new places to use Dettol.
Well, there's certainly nothing wrong with your qualifications.
Glad you think so.
Although I don't understand why you cut short your time in New York to head for the wilds of South America.
Michael, we all need a little adventure in our lives, don't you think?
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Oh, aren't you a sweetheart? Sure Michael would be lost without you.
A biscuit?
No, thanks. Put on too much weight when I was back home.
Now, you know that the position is only part-time.
It's one of the attractions. Gives me more time to play.
Of course, there would be some adjustments after Guatemala, but Hone could fill you in on all the details.
Sure there won't be any problems. You'll find me very flexible, Michael.
What was it in particular that interested you in the job?
Well, to be honest, not a lot. It was Hone's idea, really. But now I'm starting to think it could be fun.
You don't think it might be awkward working in the same clinic as Hone?
Oh, no, not at all. We've worked together before. And anyway, I'm much more interested in forming good relationships with other members of staff.
Would there be anything else?
You, sure that won't be a problem, especially after you're married?
Positive. And if there is, well, there's always divorce.
Good one. Now try going backwards.
I just got going forward.
Oh! Ow! Ow! Right there. I wish I had a video camera. It looked so funny.
Are you going to give me a hand up?
Sure, Mum.
Wait up.
McKenna gave me such a hard time about that fire. You'd think I was the one who started it the way it was going on. Now he wants me to find another fire officer and...
No.
Why not? You'd be great. You're responsible, you're organised.
Incredibly busy. There's no way I'd find time to organise fire drills, check on fire escapes. It's just not on.
Got any ideas?
Who would be that stupid?
Don't look at me.
Well, I've got to find someone. It's the only way I'm going to get him off my back.
Okay, have you seen Burton around?
Yeah, I think she's in one of the back rooms torturing the cleaners. She reckons it's one of them who started the fire. Hey, what about you? Probably get blamed for the mess in here as well. The only thing I'm glad of is that I gave up smoking last year.
That's what you say.
No way, man. You're not going to pin that one on me. So, when does Claire find out about the job?
She's upstairs with McKenna now.
Yeah? If she gets it, you reckon she'd be keen on, I don't know, becoming a fire officer? Yeah?
No.
And you've never smoked at work?
No, never, I promise you.
But you do smoke occasionally?
Not for 2 years.
You said 3 years.
Well, 2 or 3 years.
All right, you can go back to work.
Miss Burton, can I talk to you?
Oh, Jackie, that was quick. Did you get the results from your test?
Yeah, I'm negative.
Oh, thank goodness. You must be so relieved.
Yeah, I am.
Well, I know there'll be other tests, but it's a good sign.
The thing is, waiting to find out. I mean, the last few weeks have been a real strain, and there's still a slight chance that I could convert.
Oh, very slight.
But it's put me under a lot of stress. You know, made me do things I wouldn't normally do. It's kind of affected me in a lot of ways.
Oh, that's totally understandable, but the worst is behind you now.
Yeah. Maybe not. That cigarette butt, the one that started the fire, I think it was mine.
You were smoking in the stationery room? Of all the idiotic, irresponsible... Jackie, sometimes I despair.
I usually go outside, but it was raining yesterday, and I was so worried about the results. Miss Burton, what am I going to do?
I fought McKenna to keep you on, you know that.
Oh, do you have to tell him?
Of course. He made it quite clear that it's up to me to deliver the culprit to him. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
That is it. The girl has got to go.
Michael, please, hear me out.
It is totally indefensible.
She's been under a lot of stress.
Yeah, and so have we. It's part of the job.
I'm not condoning her behaviour.
Oh, good.
But I'm asking you to take the extenuating circumstances into account.
Well, I don't see how a worry about HIV can be linked in any way.
It's not just that, but the pressure she's been getting from others. And the fear of losing her job as a result.
The fact remains, she did cause the fire and it did endanger lives.
All I'm asking is that this be seen as a foolish lapse by an otherwise conscientious and responsible nurse, and I be allowed to deal with it as I see fit. The nursing staff are my responsibility.
Will she be disciplined?
Of course.
Appropriately?
Totally.
All right, Carrie, I'll leave it to you.
Hi. Claire home yet?
No. I missed her at the clinic. How'd the interview go?
I'm not sure. She seemed to be getting on well with Michael.
Great.
Will she be coming home for tea?
Oh, I don't know. She left a note saying she had to go out. But there's a casserole in the oven and all we have to do is heat it up.
Oh, good.
I'm a lucky guy, aren't I? I mean, there's not too many professional women that would even know what an oven looks like.
I must admit, Claire doesn't strike me as the domestic type.
Oh, no, that girl's full of surprises.
How do you think you'll go? Working together, I mean.
Well, I can't see it being a problem, but we haven't really talked about it.
Don't you think you should? When Barry and I got married, we had so many assumptions, and most of them were wrong.
Well, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. It's just that you should talk about these things before you get married.
Did Claire say something to you?
Not in so many words.
About the clinic?
She just didn't seem too keen on the idea.
Why didn't she say anything to me?
Really, I've got no idea.
Have a coffee.
It makes me worse.
How about a decaf?
Forget it, Kirsty.
I'll make it for you.
No, thank you.
Just offering.
Thank you, Kirsty. I'd like to talk to Jackie alone.
You know where I am if you need me.
Well, I've talked to Dr. McKenna, and he was as shocked as I was to hear that a member of staff, a trained nurse, could behave so utterly irresponsibly. He insists your punishment match the severity of the offence. He even suggested we notify the police. However, I put your case to him as best I could, and he has agreed to let me handle your punishment.
Miss Burton, I've learnt my lesson, believe me.
If you haven't now, you soon will. I'm giving you the chance to redeem yourself by conducting our SOS clinic.
Save ourselves from smoking.
So you and your fellow smokers can work together to overcome your disgusting habit.
I'll never smoke again.
I take it that's a yes?
Sure is. Thanks. And thanks for talking to Dr. McKenna for me.
Oh, and one more thing. Steve Mills wants to talk to you. Something about volunteering as the new fire officer.
Hey, just in time.
And I've got some good news.
You got the job at the clinic?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
But you don't have to take it if you don't want to.
What do you mean?
If you have any reservations at all.
What gave you that idea?
Oh, Jenny seemed to think you might have.
Really? Where did you get that from?
I don't know. Something you said earlier.
Hannah and I make a great team. Couldn't be happier about the job, and I can't wait to start.
So you learned something today?
Other than how to fall over a lot, yes. Oh, he's not a bad kid. We had a good time. Thanks.
Oh, for what?
Suggesting it.
Skating was Andrew's idea.
You know, for the first time, I could actually see it working. I could see him starting to get to like me. Oh, I must have looked such an idiot. I bet I'm covered in bruises.
The best thing about kids is that they let you be a kid again.
Yeah, I must have missed out the first time round.
Can I have some money for a stamp? I want to send this to Grandma.
No, I'll post it for you.
You won't forget.
Of course not. You can trust me. I'll post it first thing in the morning. No. No. Oh, I'll never be able to read this.
What?
The address. His handwriting's worse than mine.
Dear Grandma, I don't like it here. She doesn't look after me, and I know she doesn't want me here. She's not my real mum, you are. Please help me. I'm miserable. You must come back and get me or else I'll run away. Love, Andrew.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance, I'll dream Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another place. Just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll read Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see Shortland Street.
If you take a second look, you'll find lots of places to use Dettol, because there are more ways than ever to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. Discover new places to use Dettol.
Don't talk to me about home insurance. I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic if there was some website
Fantastic, yeah.
where you could simply check out a whole bunch of companies and get exactly the right deal
Fantastic, yeah.
in a matter of minutes?
Go compare. Fantastic cover you'll discover when you're there. You know you order for your bricks and mortar. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There you go. You'll need these. Thanks. You coming? Yeah. Come and jump on, Chris.
So where are we going then?
We're going out to the muscle lines and, yeah, hopefully you can see what it's all about.
As long as I don't end up in the water, I'll be fine.
Okay, Michael. This is it. This is where the mussels live.
So you don't dredge these?
No, it's ropes that the mussels grow on. They just thrive in these kind of conditions. This is A-grade water, which is
the best.
Which is the best, yeah.
They hold on quite well, don't they?
Yeah, they've got a good grip.
Tell me about sustainability.
We've been farming here for nearly 30 years, and if it isn't sustainable, we wouldn't be in business. Okay, we'll cook some mussels up. Here we are.
Oh, wow. Thank you. But these are so good. No mud, no grits.
Nope.
So, Chris, it's not a bad ditch.
I'm sorry about the ditch.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't expecting it to be quite like this. It's definitely not a ditch.
Did you pick up your pencil case?
Mum, there's no hot water again.
Oh, great. The boiler's on the blink again. Can't afford to get it fixed until payday. What am I going to do? Quick, think. OK, you'll have to smell today, but I'll get someone out later to look at it.
Restore some order with a short-term loan from Quickquid. Find out more at quickquid.co.uk.
Aging is what humans do. It leads to this and this. Aging is celebrated by consuming food. This makes these dirty. All this fun creating tough, sticky mess. Enjoyable for humans, catastrophic for dishes. But however tough, Finish has the Powerball to take on anything.